Hello everyone, this is Michael217 and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda the Minish Cap. I'm back in this room again where we got the second key of the Fortress of Winds at the very end of the last episode, because there's something else that we can do up here that will lead us to something. If you go back up here and shrink, and then fall down to the very bottom floor as Minish Link, you'll find something very special down here. Let's hope I don't... Okay, good. Yeah, go straight through every time, I guess. You see that little hole there? So, we go on through this, and this will take us to the far right room, where we have a heart piece. And something to grow with. So, really, that far right door, you don't use to enter, because if you try to enter through the other side, you cannot get over here. You can't, like, push these blocks out of the way. You have to push the blocks from this side in order to actually get out of here. It's actually our only choice. Well, actually, I guess we could shrink back down, but... Alright? Well, technically we couldn't, but... Anyway, yeah, we're in the Fortress of Winds, the third dungeon in the game, and we just got 2 keys in the last episode because we needed to get 2 keys in order to... Well, technically we didn't have to get both the keys, because we have 2 locked doors side by side up here in this room. And technically you could just get one come back, but you might as well get both of them. And okay, we have split paths here. And the way you want to go is left. I mean, you don't really hurt yourself that much by going right, but you don't help yourself either. You can't get much accomplished if you go right first. You pretty much just go in a big circle and that's it. You may open another locked door and get another key, but I mean, ultimately, you'll find yourself going in a big circle. Okay. Oh yeah, we have floor masters here. And we all know these from the Zelda series. If they drop down on you, they take you to the beginning of the dungeon. So definitely want to avoid those. I'm going to get rid of this one. You can kill them, so yeah. Always make sure you kill them once they appear. That way you don't have to worry about them. Hit the 2 eye switches, that's pretty simple, and the bridge goes across, and we have what looks like a mini-boss fight room, doesn't it? Well, oh, yeah, you try to exit, and another Dark Knight appears. And this is not any different from the one we fought earlier in the caster. Actually, wow, he went down really quickly. Not much different from the one that we fought in the Caster Wilds earlier to get a gold kinstone piece, so... I'm surprised how quickly he went down, though. That was strange. You have this room to kind of move your way around and try not to get hit too much by the blades. I guess if you fall, I assume you just go back to the beginning of the room. So yeah, nothing too difficult here. And then now we're taking back to... Oh, I want to go over here. That room may look familiar. That's where we were at earlier on in the dungeon to get one of the keys. And if you keep going, we're back at the 2 locked doors. You're probably wondering, what the hell was the point of that? Well, I'll show you. You see these 2 skulls here side by side? Well, that is an indication that you can bomb here. Something that took me forever to figure out my first playthrough. And actually, every playthrough until this one, it took me forever to figure that out. And... that's pretty well hidden, I must admit. That's pretty well hidden. And right here we have a big chest, and this is going to be the mole mitts. This is the main item of this dungeon, and this is a kick-ass item. I mentioned it before in the Deepwood Shrine that the cool thing about the Minish Cap is that the dungeon items are typically pretty unique and really, really neat. They're not your typical bow and arrow and boomerang and all that stuff. They're usually pretty unique items, and this is what the mole mitts do, is that you can dig through this crap that's been blocking our way this whole time and just bugging the shit out of us. So now we can actually go through this. So these can also dig in the ground, but apparently it doesn't work right here for whatever reason. But these are pretty much your substitute. I can't talk right now. Your substitute for the shovel that you have in other 2D Zeldas, like A Link to the Past. So yeah, that's why you want to go left first, because you want to pick those up. Because now we can access a whole lot more of this dungeon. Because really, before we get those, there's not a whole lot we can get to, and it's really annoying to explore this. So I could take that right path now, and I probably should, but I want to check out what's down here first. And we have a statue we can pull. And onto a switch. That would probably lead to a chest or something. Maybe a key. I don't know. It's definitely a chest. And a kinstone. Okay, well. Always nice to pick those up. And I'm just gonna keep going up here. Let's see where this leads. Oh, this is the boss door. Okay, so if you push this, the red portal will appear, so we can easily get back to the boss door now once we get the key. And that's really all we need now in this dungeon. It's the boss key. We've done everything else, so the only option left really is to go down the... Ooh, I didn't mean to go that way. Actually, you know what? Let's go down this way, because there's a door we can access over here on the far left with the mole mitts. So I'm gonna go through here. It's probably gonna... I don't know what this would lead to. And it looks like it's a mini boss. Oh, whiz robes! First time you see these, I forgot about this room. I had no idea where we're gonna get here. Probably just kinstone or something. Oh, mysterious shells. That's all that was for. Alright, well. Better than nothing, I guess. At least I showed that room off. So let's get back up here. Yeah, this right path is the only option we have. I mean, since we only need one more item, there aren't that many options. Alright, so right here, whenever you pull this thing out of the wall, the switch out of the wall, this bridge will appear, and as you step onto it, the bridge will quickly go away, and you have to quickly make your way across. And I think they intend for you to use your Pegasus boost to get across there. But I just like to just roll like hell. That's the better way, I find, to get across. Defeat all the I get them mixed up. Floor Masters and Wall Masters. The red ones, I think, are Wall Masters, and the blue ones are Floor Masters. And the Floor Masters do pretty much the same thing, only they don't drop from the ceiling. Killing them makes this appear, so let's just shrink. And, actually, I don't think we want to shrink yet. Let's check this out really quickly. These ropes. Yeah, I probably should have come here big and gotten rid of the ropes. Okay, let's start off by going down this way. This is the only option. And we have a bunch of skulls flying us. And then you have these little spiky things moving back and forth. You have to oh, we don't have a key. Fuck. Duh. Okay, so what you want to do is go into these holes, and that way these things will pass over you. And that's pretty much it. You can't get past them. You can't, like, use your invincibility from getting hit to get through that. That's not how it works. Okay, so we have a couple switches here. We also have these statues that we can push. And we have to hit all 4 of the switches. Now, you may be wondering how we hit the other 2. And in fact, you probably saw the panels on the floor, now that I think about it, that we can split off onto. So, this is where you have to kind of decide how far apart you need to be. And we're going to need to split off to where we're diagonal, and that we can hit both of these switches. So actually, we're going to have to pull the statues this way, because we have to have them diagonal in this type of fashion. Because you can see how the way these are placed, that's the only way. You can't go the other way. So I probably... yeah, I should start off top here. And then you have to go like this. I don't think I'm... yeah, okay, you have to start up. You have to have your solid link on the top. So, start out from the bottom. Then walk on through. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I can make it through that. And that will make a key appear, and now open a door. We're still going to want to shrink down, though, to actually do something through that door. So, wait for these to pass. This can get kind of annoying, but yeah, you have to do it. Oh, that was close. I almost got hit there. And right over here we have that big chest over there. That's going to be the boss key. It's the only thing left to get. We have the compass and the map. We got those in the last episode. Then we have these floor masters. Just get rid of them. And we have a shrinking stone here that is kind of odd because there's nothing to go into. There's no like small hole to go into. I'm gonna go through here first just to see what's over here. There are these mole dorms. Annoying enemies from Link to the Past return and other 2D Zeldas. Yeah, I remember fighting them in Link's Awakening too. Jeez. So let's just get rid. I guess we won't have to get rid of all of them, so screw it. I have a feeling though, if we get rid of all of them, we'll get something up here. Ah, these things are annoying. Wish Link would. I don't know. I want to get rid of all the mole dorms just to be sure. Yeah, I mean, all I have to do is just slice them. You don't have to hit their tails like you do, like the bosses. Apparently, you get a big rupee from defeating that one. That was pointless for picking that up because I already have full rupees. So climbing up here leads over here. Actually, do we even have to shrink down? I don't think we have to shrink down in that previous room where the spiked rolly things are. God, I have such bad explanations of how this dungeon works. Spiked rolly things. Oh, well, we do need a key, so I guess we do have to shrink. Because we can't get to the boss key without going through that door, so... Yeah, because eventually we're going to have to drop down from the floor above to get to that. So we do have to shrink down, and we have to go through those spiky, rolly things in order to get to that. So let's go back up here and shrink. I think there's a bombable wall somewhere down here. Nope. I don't know, it just always seems like there's certain areas where it seems to be bombable. I'm paranoid with that stuff, I can tell you that right now. Shoot, we might be able to get the whole dungeon done this episode. Well, not the whole dungeon, we did part of it the last time, but I thought I was going to split this in two. Okay, so you have to be careful here, you have to walk in between the spikes. And if you fall down the holes, it acts as a pit. So you'll end up where you last were if you fall down. So you have to avoid the pits. And then there's a hole right up here. And this should lead to our next key. You can use our mitts up here. Actually, you have to grow. And we have to hit a switch. That will make a key appear in one of those holes. You can also see some enemies in there. So try to avoid freeing those. I believe those are those electric things that are really annoying. So the key should be right there. There's probably other collectibles in here that we can pick up, but I don't want to risk freeing those stupid things and getting raped by them, so I'm just going to ignore the rest of this room. I think you can kill those things with the boomerang, so that's another reason why I really wish I would have gotten the boomerang. And you can just jump down here and grow. You don't have to go back to the other shrinking stone to grow. That's why that's there after all, so let's move on. And we're pretty much done with this place. Just gotta work our way back up. Don't know how to get to that area over there, but I don't really care because if you drop down from that spot, because once you go through here, actually, oh, that leads to that shrinking stone from the room way back. We actually started the episode off there. When I drop down the right side here, the chest is on the right side. If you drop down the left, you'll end up over here and you won't be able to get to the chest. So remember to drop down to the right side. And there is our big key. And let's quickly go back to the beginning of the dungeon. Okay, we are back at the beginning of the dungeon, and we have the boss key. We're all set to go to fight the boss, but we're gonna go fight the boss next time when Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.